Hello, my friends. Hello. It's time to get your ass moving. It's Monday morning, the start of the week of eating and drinking. Time to get off your ass. My son just sent me a picture of Grand Central Station. They're up and they are moving around and going into the city. All the good food and all the good drink. Hello. Wasn't that cute, Christine, Hannah, and Ed? Hello, Dawn, Lisa B. Hi, Rachel. How are you? Good afternoon for those of you in the East Coast, Central Coast, and everywhere else. Good evening to all the people over the seas, the mountains, and the trees. Am I anxious? Yes. Yes. I want to be a grandmommy. Hannah and I went to go visit the Nuggets last night. It has been just a whirlwind couple of days with Hannah Banana home. I feel like I haven't even had a break, had any sleep, and well, I'm still going. I know, John, he does good, you know? I am trying to get him to do those more, you know? That way he has his own time, I have my own time, and then we have our time together. Hey, Plucker, what's plucking? Good morning, Heather. How is everybody doing? Is everybody on vacation? Is everybody prepping for the week? I have a big order coming today for Thanksgiving. Oh, it is Christine. All right. So I'm getting ready. I'm getting buttered up, and I'm getting liquored up. Just kidding. I get baby smells with my little Nugget. He's 10 months old. So I get all those smells. Hawaii? Oh, jealous. What's up, Jerry? Jealous. Hi, Yolanda. Yep. So I just did a big order last night while I was in bed. And I think I'm okay. I think because Josh and Rocky are coming over. So they're doing the turkey, and I'm doing the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and the salad. Oh, Elizabeth, I appreciate that. Hello from Ireland. So far, so good, Rondell. Tonight, it's a live night, right? So we will be doing a live, and I'll have my nuggets over. We have casserole, stuffing, cranberry sauce, yes. So Josh and Rocky are doing the turkey. They're doing the cranberry sauce and the green bean casserole. She loves green bean casserole. So salad. Everybody's coming over here and we're gonna cook. Well, not everybody, just I'll have Grandpa, remember? Me, Grandpa, and Hannah in the house, and then Rocky, Josh, and the kids. So I know, Elizabeth, it's so hard. Dumplings out of my ass, Sherry. There'll be dumplings. Oh, hi, Sharon. I don't have any new babies. Well, 10 months old, yeah. He's a baby, and he's crazy. That boy doesn't settle down. So we're gonna have a day. I just ordered some mimosa stuff. We're gonna drink mimosas, hang out, and continue the festivities. Dylan's just like everywhere though. Like in like 24 hours, he busted his lip and got a bloody nose. You know, he's doing this like, you know, you say yes. You want something, he's like doing the massive head shake and he bangs his freaking head everywhere. Oh my God, Heather, they love me. So they will be over tonight, not the baby though. But Lainey and Wesley will be probably in the background during our live. They aren't allowed to be on film, but you will hear them, I'm sure. And multitudes of laughter, running around, and shenanigans. So we're just doing, while Hannah's home, Hannah's very involved with her cousins, always has been. So I think her biggest problem is, of being away, is not being around her little cousins. And so it's like been a week since she's been home. Like so far, the first 3 days is filled up with the babies. So we're gonna be seeing them a lot this week. So my heart is full. I love it, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So here's to a great week for everybody, right? Here's to smooth sailing, easy listening, no conflicts, no stress, and just pure fun. I can ask him to wear a schmedium just so it can turn everybody on. Thanks, Elizabeth. Elizabeth said we make a cute couple. You know, we're just us. I started saying hashtag this is us because it is us. You know, people don't get our dynamics, and you don't have to. But I draw the line at Gracie Wetpants. I do not want to see Josh in Gracie Wetpants. Hi, Dale. How are you? You know, I miss my other two, but it's fine. I'm thinking of getting a bunch of fruits and blending with vodka. Sounds good to me, GSR. Hi, Judy. Hi, Love Forever. So I had a whirlwind of emotions this morning. I did my video, Mrs. D-Cell NorCal 3 with me. I just picked a lucky troll. There was a lot of other people on there. It was just like too many to pick from, so I just closed my eyes and just hit the lucky duck. And that was one of the ones. My videos of Dan, right, on YouTube and social, this side, TikTok, everybody, there's a lot of women and men who are basically calling me, you know, the normal lovely accolades. Bitch, how do you stand her? You need to kick her to the curb. She's horrible. You know, all the things I love, right? Yeah, it's the new game show. Posted Lucky Duck. And there was this woman on YouTube. I wish I could, like, I gotta figure out if we can do the same thing with her stupid comments. But she's like, you know, Dan works hard to take care of his father, and the disrespect and everything that you give him is not nice. It's gonna end up failing your marriage and blah, you know, typical shit. Once again, this is me and Dan. Like it, love it, or don't. Y'all have a choice. Get the fuck out if you don't like it. You don't have to understand it, right? You don't have to understand it. It's not for you to understand. You either find humor in the shit we do, or you don't. Scroll away. There was some bitch, Michelle, on the video on Mrs. D-Cell NorCal, the big one today, and she also said something like, you know, you're so, whatever she called me, I don't know. It's all just basically the same thing. I'm a horrible person. It all sums down to that. And she basically said that I should get a life and get a real job. And Dan's family doesn't appreciate me making videos and exploiting their father, and get a life and get a real job. Get a life. I think I have one. Caregiving, right? And I think I have a real job. That's called caregiving. Again, bitches, you don't have to like me. You don't have to love me. But you want to stay around for Ed, be respectful. Because, you know, I don't put up with shit. So, y'all mind your P's and Q's. Mind your P's and Q's. It's Thanksgiving week. Be thankful. Stop picking on people. Be kind. You know, now if you're in a hole, all alone and miserable, I get it. But fuck. It's the week of thanks. It's the week of love. It's the week of budding friendships. It's the week of happiness. You know, there's too many people are alone. Too many people are sitting there alone because they lost a loved one, they miss a loved one, and all in between. Now, that goes into my emotional mood swing. So not only did I deal with that in the morning, right, and the lovely, wonderful words of some, my cousin sent me a picture of a poem and a letter that my mama wrote her. Woo! You talk about a myriad of freaking emotions. I was happy, I was feisty, and then boom, in 1 second, I was bawling my eyes out. I videoed it, you know, because it's part of my vulnerability that I also want to show. Remember, I almost did it the other day when I was feeling really stressed out and frustrated. But this was real emotion, sadness, grief, frustration, all wrapped up in one lovely crying episode. I might, it's recorded, I might post it tomorrow, I don't know. Because when you show your vulnerability like that, I mean, I am vulnerable, right, already. Putting myself out there on social media, but it's a different vulnerability. It's kind of, you know, what I do, I'm just doing my job. I'm kind of trying to add a flair of humor and fun in what we do. So it's a protected vulnerability, if you know what I mean. Showing true emotion, yes, it's a weakness, right? Emotion is a weakness. Emotion is a feeling. It's raw. It's vulnerable. It's very private. So, it's there. I told you I would record my next episode. So, if I do it, it'll be up tomorrow. But grief is a really hard thing. It's a hard emotion, and it hits you when you least expect it. So, I dried my tears, took a minute, and then proceeded on my morning. But it's exhausting, you know? People don't get it. Exhausting. Life is exhausting. No, Linda, I could not imagine being that miserable and mean to somebody, right? I just could never do it. I would never do it. A stranger, nonetheless. You know, a stranger that I don't really know. And I really, and most of these people have clouded visions because they see what they want to see, which is their own shit. They have to own it and grow. It's nothing I can remind them of. But I could never be that cruel to people. Why? What's the point? Jackie, I get it. I know. The holidays are the worst, right? The holidays are the worst. That's why it hit me hard. That poem hit me hard because, you know, 17 years ago, Thanksgiving was my last meal I cooked with my mom. The first and last Thanksgiving I cooked with my mom. So I already had those emotions, right, in there. They're already teetering on the brink of, you know, spilling over. It comes in waves. Absolutely, Jeff. I see something, hi Frog, I see something as beautiful as this poem and letter that my mom sent my cousin. and to her sister. And then I get faced with the ugliness that's surrounding me. And it's such a weird place to be sometimes. It's such a weird place to be. But man, would she be proud of me. God, she would be so proud of me. She would bask in my glory. Let me tell you, she would be my biggest cheerleader. She would be my biggest love through this whole journey, and I miss her. So, with that being said, and I said this is grief. You know, you never know when it's gonna hit. It hits, and man, those of you who have your mommy, your dads, give them big hugs, because let me tell you, when they're gone, it leaves an open hole in your heart, moneymaker, in your soul. It's horrible. So it just, you know, it was a weird place this morning for me. A very weird place. And that's fine. Rowdy Rudy, I get that there's bad parents out there. I get that there is. But whoever took you in, whoever raised you, whoever gave you that burst, that confidence, and that love, cherish them. How about that? Rhonda, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. But it just makes me more sad for those people who are so mean, right? Those people who, you know, are so ugly to me without really wanting to get to know somebody, right? They want to hate. They want to go, and it's just so sad, you know? I'm going. I'm here. I'm here for it. I knew what I signed on for. But at the same time, think about the people that you attack. Because everybody is dealing with some inner struggles. Inner struggles, you know? And these people just don't know how to reflect. They don't have any empathy. You know, they don't have the ability to see that their words can hurt at certain times, right? It can hurt. When I'm struggling with my sadness, my overwhelmingness, it doesn't hurt, it just gets exhausting. I don't let it hurt me anymore. I just shake my head and say, I cuss them out. You're fucking killing me. You guys are fucking idiots. You all that stupid. I really want to be able to write what I'm really thinking, but I can't. Because TikTok protects the others, not the creators. Oh, Pat, I love that. God, Alex, can you believe that shit? So, you gotta love, just love and be happy. You know, find the happiness within you, the things that make you just smile, things that make your heart flutter. Because right now, that's what's important. At times during the holidays, I find myself really trying to bask myself in the family, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. But man, I would love my mama hug right now. I know, Rebecca, I was just talking about, you know, my normal dynamics, right, of hate and then dealing with emotions. You know, it was like a weird place to be this morning where, you know, I'm struggling with my mom and a poem my cousin shared with me, which was beautiful. And there was so much love and grief, right? I miss you, and than having to get right and deal with the fucking idiots out there. Just another day. Ultra sensitive emotions. You know, Amy, I think we all have ultra sensitive emotions at certain times, right? I never cry at ugliness, right? I don't cry at trolls' comments, you know? I don't do that. I actually just feel really sorry for the person and feel that how can they walk around this earth being so stupid and ignorant and miserable, right? And I think to myself, if you're judging me, you know, how are you as a mother? How are you as, you know, a wife? How are you as, you know, a friend? Because I don't have mean people like that surround me. So those pieces of shit don't make me cry. They frustrate me. Makes me sad on a different level for them and for their loved ones. But they would be the first to say, right? What would they be the first to say? I love my family. I would never do what you do. Okay. What are you doing right now? Oh, Cindy, I'm so sorry. I know it sucks. Yeah. There's not, I know without a reasonable doubt, I will cry on Thanksgiving, right? I'm sure at some point again this week, I will cry again with my mom's remembrance. It just is what it is. And it's okay, right? It's okay. Enjoy it, love it. And trolls, you know, thank you. As always, I will thank you every day. I will talk about the ugliness you spew on my page, and I'm sure others. And I will also talk about how you just keep letting me build my thicker armor. It makes me it almost gives me a sense of pride to have such anger and bitterness on my page because it's like, God, people. So thank you, because in this world of all the good, we still need the evil to prevail. Hi, Mary, how are you? So, with that being said, I remember I was talking about yesterday morning, I had to change my light bulbs in my laundry room. That purse. Okay, I'll go back to the purse. Sorry about Missy, your mom. It's horrible. And if you loved your mom as much as I did, man. Anyhow, so I was out of bulbs. You know, the stupid fluorescent bulbs, the long ones, with the stupid frickin' plastic apparatuses that cover them. I hate them. I can never get them off. So anyhow, I didn't have any. So Dan went and got me some. And in the process of setting up and getting rid of them, I gotta pee. Hold on, I gotta pee. Let me tell you. Hold on, let me pee. Woo! Pee. Okay, sorry. So in the process of me setting up, I dropped the ladder on my my second toe, my right second toe from the left. That hurt like a motherfucker. And then I ended up breaking one of those plastic things that covered my light bulbs because I can't get them off. I can't get them off. Broke one in half. Great. And the other one, I started yanking because I can't get those shit off that I yanked. It's the fixture. I hate those fucking things anyway. It's like, who puts that shit in there? Eventually I'm gonna replace them, but that one, anyhow, whatever. Then I kind of yanked it so much that it's kind of hangling from the top of my. Then I looked down and I had blood on my sock. I didn't realize. I hurt. My toe's hurting right now. Yes, Phyllis, they say it all the time. How can he be with you? You're so miserable. All you do is bitch and complain. All you do is disrespect your husband when he provides you with all the wealth in life. Stop picking on Dan. Dan's a great person. Have I ever said he wasn't a great person? No. I pick on his faults. The idiot shouldn't have as many faults as he does for me to pick on. For the love of God. I'm a mean woman, period. Maggie, that's coming from a woman. Maggie, I'm a mean woman, period. Who's the mean one, Maggie? Who's the mean one? How the fuck do you have the audacity to come onto my page, call me a name, and think you're perfect? And think your shit don't stink? Oh, Maggie, May. Sweetheart, love, get a life. Anywho, sorry. Another ignorant fool on my page. Yes, the toilet's been fixed. My light bulbs are changed. What else? My toe is hurting. But that's the that's the part of the fixing, my purse. I'm gonna tell you about my purse. So, my mama taught me the same thing, Christy. Thanks, Gerard, I appreciate that. And I know what I am, I know what I am. You're mean by coming on and calling somebody you don't know mean, right? How do you not see the ironicness of what you are saying? You don't know me, right? Like, you are just blanketly throwing out shit. And if you took the time to pay attention and to see the things that I do, you would probably realize how good I really am. And it's you that has the problem. That's self-reflection. I know what I am, I don't say these things to get kudos. I don't say these things for people to give me all the great accolades. I know the type of person I am. I'm loyal. I'm a hard worker. I love my family. So what? I'm sarcastic. Who fucking cares? You don't know me. You don't know how I cope, which I have told you guys. That's how I get through my chaos. That's how I get through the things in life that stress me out. But because you don't like my personality, somehow I'm mean. If I was mean, do you think my husband, whom you all... Oh, here's Kimberly again. Hey, moderators. Kimberly came on my page for the first time in a long time. I told her I almost missed her because I haven't had her wonderful bitchiness surrounding herself as a person. So, Kimberly, you too can have a page and have it be about you. Because I do believe you need attention, honey. And maybe that's the way to do it. Thank you, loves. She's obnoxious. And somehow she keeps coming through. Hi, Chess, how are you, girl? yeah, but I would never, I don't know. Anyhow, the purse. So, went up to Josh and Rocky's, and Rocky's like, oh my gosh, that's a nice purse. And Josh, was like, yeah, Josh just bought, hi Fat Williams, wifey. You too. Thanks, Elizabeth, I'll take it. And here's the thing. I knew that this bag was expensive. I didn't think it was as expensive. We found out that it was. I didn't want to know, right? Want to know what it was. Rocky and Josh were curious because Josh was like, oh, probably the same amount as the one that I bought Rocky. And Rocky's like, no, it isn't, Josh. Because it's not the Gucci. There's different echelons of the designer bag. There's the ones with the monograms on them, which is typically the lower of the bags. Then you have the ones with the different leather that doesn't have the monograms, and so on and so on. Thanks, Phyllis. So Rocky's like, this bag was more than that. Shit, I said, nope, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And so they're over there in the corner, and all of a sudden their eyes pop out. I mean, Rocky and Josh were like, yeah, you don't want to know. So let's be real. It took me 24 hours to be acceptable with understanding and accepting under $2,000 purchase, right? Now I'm struggling, right? I'm struggling because it was over that amount, and it's almost a quarter of what he saved for a truck so far. Almost a quarter of what he has saved for a truck. Ugh. I could kill him. 3 more days to margarita time. I could kill him. What was he thinking? I have never spent this much money on a bag. I think the most money I ever spent was $1,800. No, hold on, that's not true. I spent about $2,800 like 5 years ago for my Louis Vuitton overnight bag. And that was used. That was used. And it pained me to do that. It pained me to do it. I want to kick his ass. I want to kick his MF and ass. That's okay, Les. Hi, fat boy. Your wife was just on. I want to kick his ass. I want to kick his ass. So Dan wasn't as angry about the purse until I told him what the price of it was. And I even downplayed that because Dan's not happy. So Dan's like, you have to return it. So I talked to my group of friends this morning, and they were like, absolutely not. Don't do it. He did it because he wanted to do it. He has the ability to do it. He's living at home, has no bills, and he wanted to do it for you. I know, everybody's saying, I think he is also probably proud of himself. So he did, and he picked it out. He picked it out. I know he would, but it still pisses me off that I want to hit him upside the head when I see him. He said, don't look at the price. Mom, don't look. You don't need to know. Too late. Rocky and Josh fucked that up for you. It would hurt his feelings. So Dan was like, you have to return it. What the fuck is he thinking? What is he doing? Get something cheaper. And I said, you know what? If I return that, it would break his heart. He lives at home. He can afford it, and maybe he won't do it again. But that was his way, and he was proud. I think he was proud of being in that store, being able to pick out something for his mom. But man, Kimberly, it's so tough. Because what was he thinking? What was he thinking? God, that guy. He is, Kathy. I know. And you know what? I said that today. After I talked to my Zoomies, I said, they all said the same thing. They all said the same thing. They said, yes, that's me. I love you, but I hate you. I think you're stupid, but I appreciate it. What the fuck were you thinking? But this is nice. It is kind of nice because he knew, you know? He's like, Mom would never buy this, number one. This is not something she would pick out, number two. And I like this, and I want her to have it, right? So I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna love it. And I'm gonna still hit him a couple times when he gets home. He might, and that's what he said, Lisa. I said, it's not the time. And he's like, well, how is it not the time? I'm living at home. I have no bills. To me, this is the time, right? And this is a token of my appreciation, my love for everything you do and everything you put up with and everything you keep doing, you know? Fuck. But you don't have to buy your mama a $3,500 bag. For the love of Pete. Dan, I hope you're not watching. $3,500. Yeah, that boy, wifey, I'm gonna smack him with it. The bamboo handles on it, I hope it gets him good. I am. I love it, and you're right, it's not my style. But he loved it. It is the price, Big Al, because you don't ever want your kids to do that. So shit. Well, and one of my friends said the same thing. He goes, you know, not only is that cool that he did it, but it shows me the type of man he'll be, right? For his future woman. I said, he probably wouldn't buy that for his woman, just me. Just kidding. Yes, my son bought me a fancy bag and surprised me with it. Yeah, Dan would never do that, ever. But yeah, he surprised me with a fancy bag before he left for New York, and wanted me to have it. Just a casual $3,500 bag. Yeah, well, so yes, it's very fancy for my taste, fancier than I would have chosen, and my cheap ass is cheap, so I wouldn't have bought that in the first place, but yeah, well, that's what I said. So then towards the end of the night, I said, well, what about that wallet though? And he looked at me. This was before I knew how much it was. Dan never goes out of his box. Cheryl, I have bought my own Louis Vuitton bags. He has never, one bag I really wanted, and I just wanted him to say, do it. And even though I would have bought it anyway. But he said, go ahead and do it. So I went and I bought it. But I buy everything. Dan does not like to spend money. He used to back in the day. But when I buy cars, I buy them. He doesn't go with me. I do all the negotiating. And I buy them. He doesn't go. He can't do it. He's gotten really uncomfortable with money in the last, 10 years. So anything big, I buy. He can't do something. Go buy this. He wanted a Louis Vuitton wallet. And this was about 5 years ago. And he kind of said it without saying it, right? Because he didn't really want me. No, I'm a badass bitch buying cars, man. Every time I leave those places, they offer me a job. They offer me a job. There has been, ever since I started buying my cars, there has not been a place I have left that have said, are you sure you don't want a job here? I think you could be a top saleswoman. I hope so. I mean, I hope. You know, I gotta pee again. I'm hoping, but I do teach my kids practicality. I try to teach my kids practicality. You know, don't waste money. Don't go into credit card debt. Don't do that shit unless you can afford to buy it, right? You don't need that shit until you're older and you can afford to do it. And if you can't afford to do it, don't do it, right? That's the thing that Dan worries about, right? I guess I can run a little bit. That's the thing that Dan worries about is us teaching the practicality part. Buying that bag was not practical, right? He didn't have to spend that much money to show me he loved me or he cared for me, right? I don't need that because I buy my own shit. But bye, Alex. Are you leaving? So that's the other side of that whole thing is the practicality part. I try to teach my kids to save, you know, to invest, to do those things. And Dan and Anders said, I invested in you, you know? I invested in you. I wanted you to have something nice. Let me do it. So yes, I'm very tormented, but I know I couldn't trade it in and get something new. Oh shoot, Alex, that's okay. You can watch it later. You know, I know if I return it, I would return it and give him his money, right? It would go right back in his account. I couldn't, but that breaks my heart thinking I would do that. He would break. He would be sad if I did that. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck with a $3,500 bag. Shit. But I know Big Al, but it still just breaks my soul. He says, Mom, it's all in the family. It's all in the family. It'll eventually come back around. That's what Ed says. So it's a big joke. How did I learn about it? I don't know. I just started doing it because Dan's like, I can't do it. I'm out of here. Fuck these people. I hate salesmen. And I finally just said, I'm out. You can't be a part of this shit. Because he's embarrassing. Dan's not nice to salesmen. So, yeah, there's that. Hopefully Bluetooth doesn't connect. He just pulled up. He had to go to the office really quick. Anywho, so those are my latest couple things in the last 24 hours. So, yeah. You know, and it is what it is. I have to just appreciate it and move on. But it's like another punch in the gut, finding that out. So I need another 24 hours to readjust. Dan? I gotta pee. I'm gonna enjoy it. I really am. I gotta pee. I don't know where he went. Dan! Come talk a minute while I go pee again.
All right. Just in time.
What's that?
How long have I been on?
I just got on about 44 minutes ago.
I just got on 44 minutes ago. Yes, 45 minutes ago. I just got these at the post office. I had to mail something. They get these nice. I've always been a stamp collector, even though they're typically not worth anything anymore, but I still love them. How's everybody doing? How much school does Hannah have left? Mike, she's got maybe a year to get a master's. And if she wants anything after that, I don't know. But a master's is a year program. Rhonda, that's what I'm here to do. Remind you need stamps. You can get those online now. even for cheaper than face value. It's remarkable. But these are collectors. I'm going to put these away. How you doing, daughter Jane? Absolutely. How you doing in Norway? Really, Ron? It's stamps.com or something. Check it out. Mike, your dad was. I loved stamps. I've collected them all my life. Back in 1976, I think I was born in '67, so I was 9 years old, and my mom bought me these bicentennial sheets, first day of issue in a red thing. I still have them. They're the Washington crossing the Delaware and some other founding father moments. I think the Constitution Hall. There's these. I still have them. They aren't worth anything. They're worth what they were in '76, but they still are really pretty to look at. That's Ronnie, you're getting help on the stamps over there. Dex, I collect coins too. I love them. Only problem is I have too many damn pennies. Pennies pre-1982 and even some in '82 are copper, and they're literally worth 2 or 3 cents a pop. Even though you're not allowed to melt them down, so don't do that. But eventually, if they ever stop producing them, like the old silver quarters, they'll be meltdown worth. So I have pounds and pounds of these damn pennies, and it was a mistake because I probably have a ton of copper pennies. What the hell do you do with those? Yeah, I agree, Rowdy. Coins are probably heading at something of the past, huh? But I wonder if that'll happen in my lifetime. How's Grandpa? I know he was up before I left.
He's sitting on the
Watching TV?
watching TV.
He's on the couch. She's back. Kathy, she's applying to master's programs. She graduated from Cal State San Marcos, but she's now applying to, like Sac State, San Jose State, East Bay, a lot of the state schools here. The Queen's back. I hope you're not banging on me today.
Not yet. Do you know that this is Alani? You guys, this is an energy drink. Just so you know. People in my video when I was showing it, it was a pink can, and they were bagging on me for being a drunk. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, bagging on me for being a drunk. Yeah, they already did. They're like, it's against law to drive with an open container in your car. I'm sure your husband knows that. Of course, there she is drinking. I don't see that woman without a drink in her hand ever. I love the purse. Oh, Dan, did you tell Dan? Don't tell Dan. Are you drunk? I'm drunk off of energy is what I'm drunk off of. I said, hey, Captain Obvious, it's a fucking energy drink, smart one. Yeah, wine bill. Shit, my wine bill too. So I had a beer and a tequila shot last night. Rocky wasn't home yet. Hannah and I brought food to them last night and hung out because we invited ourselves over. So then I felt bad making them cook. Anyhow, because they're both really busy people. So I stopped off, and got pizza and salads and I didn't know. Anyhow, so Josh was like, well, what do you want? And I was like, yeah, I can have it sealed, but it was an energy drink. And they were calling me a drunk. Fuckers, it's not alcohol, dumbasses. Anywho, so I had a shot and a beer, and I was cool, right? Yeah, it's only against the law. We got caught January. So anywho, and then Rocky came home, and she was like, well, we're gonna have wine? I said, well, I just had my drink. I just sipped on a shot and had a beer. She's like, well, I want some wine. I said, well, I guess I'll drink it with you. So I had about a glass and a half of red wine. And I'm telling you, the fucking red wine F's with my brain. Makes me feel so good. And I love red wine in the wintertime, but it makes me feel heavy. Everybody, honey, it doesn't matter. They're gonna find everything to bitch about me. Red wine just does not, yes, even a glass and a half. It killed me. Yes, me too. Like I could probably just had another shot of tequila and been fine and woken up. The fucking 1.5 glass of red that I had. What is that? Oh, it's just me, Yolanda. It's just me. Hi, Callie Bliss. What's up? Yeah, red wine. I can drink a whole bottle of white and feel like $1 million the next day. But red kills me. Kathy, one of my followers sent those to me. They're on Amazon. I got them both. I got them, all of the ones that I have were from friends on people who love me. Because there was a story behind that. Hi, Bronx Nana. Me too, Dina. I just feel heavy in the morning. I do sip. I didn't chug it. I was like, this fucking wine, man. But the butter or the avocado. Yeah, you know, Darlene, alcohol's my thing. I love it. I enjoy it. It makes me feel happy. It relaxes me. I just try not to drink, right? Everything in moderation. So I still function. You know, I'm not a drunk. I don't think. I don't drink to pass out. I have limitations. I have boundaries. So I think that's good, right? I'm 49. And if I wanted to drink to pass out, then I guess that's my prerogative. So, anywho. Good, Cindy. Good for you. So, yes. And it's, I can, you know. That's my only thing I take for relaxation. You know, people bitch at me for drinking. But what are you taking, you know? It's like, what are you popping? What are you smoking? And what are you eating? So I feel like those people judge, but yet they're doing other things to relax too. And I just can't do it. I think I manage my intake pretty well. I go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, typically when I'm in a casino, because I like to drink and gamble. But other than that, I'm pretty okay, you know? Shit, I think. But yes, energy drink people. I don't drive around with an open container drinking booze. Only on the way to in an Uber, but shh, they don't know. Happy Monday, Chantel. So you guys don't fret. I will continue to do my shit. I will continue to spread my message. I will continue to be me. These little fuckers will not be able to tame me down. So everybody's like, please don't stop. I'm not gonna stop. Please don't stop making fun of Dan. How could I? How could I? I will continue to make fun of my husband until he stops giving me shit to make fun of. I will keep living my life. I will keep addressing who I want to address. I will keep acting the way I want to act. And I will keep doing it with a smile on my fucking face and a fist in your face. How about that? Poor Dan. And you know, people do say that on my videos. Me, poor Dan. Poor Dan. What the fuck is so poor about Dan? Really? Fucking Dan hasn't made. Dan hasn't made. And how you can sit there and think otherwise is beyond me, right? Dan gets his laundry done, his toilets washed, his house clean, his yard done, his pool upkept, the bills paid, right? The car's taken care of, the car's bought, the plumbing done, the fucking roof done, the dealing with the insurance adjusters, bills are paid on time. No foreclosures yet. No lights turned off yet. You know why? Because of me. I take care of his dad. I take care of our kids. Poor Dan. I think Dan is one of the happiest men on the planet. Dogs are fed. Dan has it made. And what people don't see about that, I don't know. And he has a fucking fun wife, right? His wife is fun. Do I have any openings? No. His wife is fun. His wife has evolved. His wife is doing the best she can. And his wife is fucking amazing. I have not cut off his penile functioning yet. I've not slit his throat. I have not gouged his eyes out. And he's still breathing without a respirator. So he's doing fine. And I flushed the toilet. But Mike, it was a joke. That was my thing, right? My thing, yeah, that's why he's still here. No poisonings yet. And whatever poisonings he had was self-induced, not me. Just facts. Why all the bad words? Because I fucking love to use bad words. And the more you fucking bring up why all the bad fucking words, the more I'm fucking gonna say bad words. For fuck's sake. IBI Fitness. Here's what I have a question for you. If my and I was actually doing really good, right? I wasn't really cussing. Normally I cuss the F word every 2 seconds. But I was doing well. And if the little bit that I did do bugs you, why are you here watching me? Why do you feel the need to say why so much cussing? Because I'm 49, I'm an adult, and it's my personality. There you have it. So, who's the person who said, shut up, disrespectful? Oh, welcome. You must love to watch me and all my disrespectfulness. Welcome. And there you have it. Oh, for fuck's sake. So yeah. So as for the flushing, the flushing. We always told kids once we figured it out. You know, when we bought this house, nobody said anything about the rules and regulations of septic wells. You know, all the bullshit that you should know about heat pumps. I've learned all that. Dan has no idea. So it's not good to flush all the time. You can flush it, but you know, when you have a lot of people in the house, it just helps. So I've always said that, right? Just wait a couple urines and flush it. So I was ad-libbing on that. It's just because I was videoing and there was yellow in the toilet, but I do too. That's why Dan said, you're the one who said it. I'm like, I know, but when I'm recording, at least make sure that the toilet's clear. But yeah, anyhow. Thanks, Newfie. I appreciate it. But no, I don't believe in flushing every flush. I don't believe only when your poopy poops, then you must flush. But if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it out. It helps, you know, just like when you're on a well, a septic, very little should go down the garbage disposal, right? Very little should go down the garbage disposal. And before I knew that, guess what? Yes, it's wasting water, especially in a drought too. So we are letting it mellow until it gets really yellow, and then we flush it. So the dishwasher too, not the dishwasher, the garbage disposal. I didn't know about it. So my first septic pump, he was like, yes, so these are the rules. Little tiny scraps that are left on the plate, it's fine. And we live in the country. So, and Grandpa, makes up for 5 people because he always leaves the water on. He always flushes the toilet multiple times sometimes when he can't get his poopy doopy down. So, shit, I gotta pee again. Oh, sorry about that. It's probably this energy drink. Let me drink my energy drink. Now, I need to specify, y'all. This energy drink is good. It's not a seltzer. Not yet. Yeah, I mean, it's expensive. The flushing. So I bought that device, but Dan won't let me put it on. Always something to push a button. Always. There's always, I feel like when I stop, I'm fine. This, I don't feel any pain, any urination issues when I stop. It's only when I'm running. So let's try this again. So I have a couple things to do this week. Babysitting tonight. See, I have to pee again. Shit. Never mind, I gotta go. I have to go to the bank. Oh, what else do I have to do? I think that's it. I thought I was supposed to have cupping, but I didn't get a reminder. So that means I probably don't. Hold on, I'll be right back again. Sorry. I do want to wash Andrew's car, though. Wait till you hear that story. Okay, sorry, I had a little bit of gas too, so, we still don't trust those gassies yet. So, we only have one car for the house, right? Hannah's home, so she needs to be able to, go places. And so she had to go get her nails done yesterday. So, at the time, she can't drive the Porsche. Dan had the Subaru, so the only car that was available was Andrew's car. So I already know what a shit show that car is, right? I already know. You just have to walk by it to see the catastrophe that lies on it and in it. So I was like, all right, Hannah, I'll clean it for you on the inside because God knows what's crawling in there. God knows what's lurking in there. And just God knows, right? So I open the door and guess what? I'm hit with the smell and I start gagging, right? I was like, what is died in this vehicle? And then I'm thinking, how can my son be driving around with this smell? And then every inch is garbage, dirt. He's in construction. So I'm like, there has got to be nose on the feet. And there was no shoes in the car or socks. So no. I was like, this is not good. Did something crawl up in the hood? Did something die, in the engine? Did something make its way into the vehicle and is living, setting up camp in there? I mean, there's sleeping bags. No, not anymore, Kathy. Normally it was his football gear and lacrosse gear coming through the trunk. This fucker, hey Larry, this fucker, I can tell you what I'm not doing anymore. I'm not making him lunches. I'm not making him lunches. Do you know a girl, my daughter played soccer, so her cleats and her shin guards, I didn't know girls can smell so bad. There was about 10 sandwiches. 10 sandwiches. In the front, in the back, under the seats. 10 sandwiches that I had made of him. All over the place, rotten, dying. Emulsifying. I don't fucking know. The fuck? So I cleaned everything out. I dumped all my sandwiches. My hard love slaving away. That's right. Hard love. I gotta pee again. I don't think I peed well because I was rushing. Dan was talking to me. Yeah, so anybody whose kids smell hot sports, they say everything smells. What is wrong with me today? Inside looks great. I mean, even a half-assed clean, it looks like it is great. Major science projects. I'm gonna have to leave again, y'all. I also have some gas, so I gotta go inside. It wasn't egg sandwich, it was turkey sandwiches with cheese. Turkey sandwiches with cheese! For the love of Pete! Hold on, I gotta go. Shit! I gotta go too. And pee again. My bladder. The problem with me is I don't think I release all my urine. I think I'm learning as well that I cannot have red wine. Whether it's a glass or glass and a half or two, I should not be drinking red wine. My stomach is not doing well. Anywho, yeah, fucking 5 sandwiches, 10 sandwiches. I lost count of it, but I can smell it. I get whiffs because my garbage is garbage night tonight, so you have to put out everything. Luckily, I have also been making hard-boiled eggs and putting them in the baggie, but he eats those, just not my sandwiches. Anywho, so I'm sorry about that smell, but I even opened the car door and I still got a whiff of it. I was like, how is this still in here? I should keep the doors open for like 24 hours. I had to pee and poop a little bit, if you must know. My stomach, it's the red wine. I smell red wine. Your need for daily attention is sad. Your need for daily attention is sad. Coming from the person who is trolling, wanting my attention. Bye, Cheryl. Do they not realize how stupid they are? For fuck's sake. Anyhow, I know. So I think I'm gonna go attempt to go wash it. There has been, I don't think he's washed his car in like 2 years. So I think I'm gonna take it to the quickety quack 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 and I'm gonna do a wash on the outside and another just wipe down on the inside, and hope that it helps. And because we can't be driving around in filth. Salingers aren't filthy people. So maybe that bag is worth it. Maybe I'm starting to think that bag is payback for all those smells and the cleaning that I do. Bitch. Fuck. Never mind, Andrew. I'll take that 3,500 bag and I will wear it. I will love it. And fuck you. That's right. That's right, bitch. And you should have bought me the wallet too. You hear that, son? Where's my wallet? I have gas, and I pooped a little bit, and so when I poopied, it smelled like wine. My stomach is not good. So now it's one of those things now I need to take off my list is red wine. I can't do all this shit. I can't get rid of coffee, red wine, red onions, tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, fried eggs, all in the same time? What is this world coming to? Oh, it's not fair. All I smell is wine coming out my ass. Red wine. And it was like just a glass and a half. Fudge. GSR, stop with the fermented shrimp paste. I can't. What the fuck is fermented shrimp paste? GSR, that's the fourth time in like a 3-day period you mentioned that shit. Keep the shrimp paste off my page. Both holes. No. Ronald, it went down one hole and came out the other hole. With 3 holes. I peed it, I pooped it, and I drank it. Bye, Newfie. I can't drink coffee. I can tell you my stomach has been all that acid. I love tomatoes. I can only get like 3 pieces of tomato. I can't do. Yes, he's coming out. Shrimp paste. Shrimp fucking fermented paste.
What?
You want some fermented shrimp paste?
Yes.
Well, GSR Tam likes them.
What?
What do you want?
Nothing. I was gonna say. I hope Andrew's not watching. So what are we gonna do about that purse?
We're keeping it for many different reasons. Because number one, if I returned it, it would upset him.
Yeah.
And he's proud that he was able to do it for me.
I understand. But he's.
And then after cleaning that car yesterday, that's the least he can do.
No.
So Dan's pissed. He wants me to return the purse.
You don't necessarily have to return it, but he has to be reimbursed.
I ain't reimbursed.
What? He spent his entire life savings on it.
It wasn't his entire savings. Where are you going? So now we have to pay him back for my purse. Good, Christy. You show him who's boss. How can you eat it? If it smelled like hell, it is not going in my mouth, GSR. That is why I don't drink down the blueberry jam. If you get my drift. The consistency, the smell of it, held. No. Dan, he would be hurt. And he would not take my money back either. No, blueberry jam. He wanted to do it for me. And that's why I'm trying to respect it. As much as it pains me. He's right. Everybody's right. He can afford it right now. My stomach. I can't. So in the past, I do not realize how much he spent. No, he knew how much he spent. He knew how much he spent. Well, he lives very minimally. So he gets his paycheck and he puts half of his paycheck in his savings, yeah. GSR, get the hell out of here. It would hurt me too. But I don't agree with Dan. Like, I knew that's what Dan was thinking in his head the first night. Was like, how much was it? I think $1,200 would be fine. $2,000, fine. Yeah. So maybe I just give him $1,500 back. I don't know. No, he has a good chunk of change saved up. He does blow money. I mean, he has like 20 guitars, 50 amps, think guns. He buys his own guns. And so it's not like he doesn't spend big ticketed items, but this was a big ticket item. That's what I said. And if Dan wants to pay him back, Dan can pay him back. Not out of my funds, out of his funds. But I don't think so. I think we can do things little by little, but no. I said so too, Roland. Just let it be. No. Ew. How can you say it looks and smells like poo, but it's your heaven? If it looks and smells like poo, it ain't getting close to my mouth. Why did he buy it for me? Because he wanted to. He wanted me to have something that was special from him. And now that he's making money and he's got money saved up, he just could, you know? And he appreciates me, loves me, all those things. Anyway, GSR, that's what they do. They all teach us. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what's going on. My kids take the phone, they do a couple things, and I'm like, here, how did you do that? What? Mom, just relax. Maybe Dan's jealous because he wanted the bag. He got me a Gucci bag, a high-end Gucci bag. Oh. More adventurous with shrimp paste, fermented? Nope. Yeah, it's about, yeah. And if he needed the money, let's be real, who will be there always? His parents. So, like, my whole thought was, you know, if and when it comes time to buy a car, you know, we'll help him more. You know, we'll pay it back in the other ways. My blood pressure? No, it's weird. Operator Dave, ever since I started menopause, it's higher than it normally is. But my resting heart rate is pretty good. Yeah, my resting heart, like, my blood pressure right now is 109. So considering I'm talking and I'm running for over an hour, it's not bad. I'm like a good pace, right? It's not too high, it's not too low. It's right in the middle. It's just sweet spot. Yeah, so those are my ideas, is that, you know, when it comes time, I'll give him, you know, I know I'm not going to give him all of it. I don't think that's right. But I'll give him back, you know, maybe half of it or something. I already know. And it all goes around. Like he said, Mom, it's all in the family. I mean, eventually you're going to die, I'm going to get your money. So it doesn't matter. True, son, true. Unless I spend it all. Which there's not a lot to spend, so it could happen. But Dan won't let me, so it's fine. So the wallet. So I have what you call a drip burger, which is had dupes, if you know what I mean. So I might have one coming for a fraction of the price. When you started menopause, 36, I started, but the thick of it has been the last 2 years. The worst part of it is so far this year. So even though you start perimenopause, it's just the beginning phases. I'm probably pretty close to dead set, probably 75% into it after so many years. My son gives me nice things, but yeah, I mean, and that's, Donna, it's so, it's so all over the board. Every woman is different. And some people may even be in it and not realize they're in it, you know, and then they hear me talk and then they're like, oh shit, is that what that is? You know, but I would say these last 2 years have been like the worst out of all of them. And I would say this last like year is the worst. My son, oh, stop it, Slick. Menopause is the drying up of your insides. Menopause is the life finality of us being able to produce children. So it's Desert Storm. It is the death inside of the woman's body. We get stripped of estrogen. We get stripped of everything that's good for us. Lubrication, hormonal balance. Now we just get hormonal imbalance, dryness, itchiness, bloated stomachs, weight gain, unexplained weight gain, happiness, sadness, frustration, angriness, and just moments of panic, moments of get the fuck away from me or I'm killing you, and moments of just utter confusion and blasphemy and emotional outbursts, outrage, cramps, headaches, ringing in the ears. You know, tinnitus is also, it is mental pause. Shit, it's not pausing though, it's just mental. Ringing in the ears is also, tinnitus is also, I downloaded somebody who said like there was like 50 things that women can experience while going through menopause. And Linda, I am on birth control pills. I have been on birth control pills for estrogen beginning at 36. I didn't know the ringing in the ears. Sometimes we get up too quick, we get really dizzy really quick. The ringing in the ears sometimes. The having to pop your ears all the time, like almost like you have fluid in your ears. What else? Extra mucus in the nose. Operator Dave, what else do you need to know? Itchy ears. I didn't know that. Who knew that? The hell? I didn't know. Is that what that is? Yes. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. In that too. You get diarrhea. You get food you can't eat anymore that you were able to eat. Now they just send you straight to the bathroom like me. I used to love red wine. Now I apparently can't drink it because I get drunker than a skunk and my stomach says hail to the no. Leg cramps. It's almost like I feel like I have a restless leg syndrome. And I thought it was like alcohol induced, but I realized that when I'm not drinking alcohol, it still happens. Menopause, yeah. Dry eyes, hair falling out. Hair falls out on the top of your head, but you grow it as a mustache and goatee. Yeah, goatee. Why am I so mean to Ed? Huh, am I? What else do we get? Operator Dave, are you done? No one? Is that enough explanation? Is that enough explanation for you? Do you need more? It sucks. Yeah, Angelina, I do too. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say if you feel bad about it, you give him some money back. How do you know Ed's not mean to me? That's what I want to present to people. How do you know that there's other things we don't show? Right? Just thinking. The ring is not coming from the ears. It's scapping air. It's scapping something. It's scapping my ringing in my ears is what's happening. Run on wood. What do we do? Yeah, so anyhow, menopause sucks. It's just the changing of everything. And it's not nice. So all I say is like every time Dan complains, yeah, so here's the thing. Linda, we got turtles over here, everywhere. It doesn't matter. I'm not dry yet because I'm taking estrogen. So you are not one bit mean. No, I'm not mean. I'm very firm and I'm very to the point because you have to be after 50 times of the things that, anyhow, it's just, yeah. Anywho, direct, yeah. And sometimes, people have to understand, and those of you caregivers know that, it was probably 20 minutes of repetition until I have to get to the point where I have to be very blunt. No more periods, but here's your beard and mustache. Mine is more of a goatee. And it's really like, if I could grow it out, y'all, women, imagine if we just grow that shit out. Let's just think about that. Let's grow out our eyebrows, our mustaches, and our goatees, and let's see what happens. Now, some people have more of a beard. At this point, I really don't know because I dermaplaned that shit. But my in hell of a 28. Ugh, Kathy. I get like little, no, please no. 70s bush. Well, let's go grow it all out. People will be walking by. When is it man or woman? She looks like a woman. She talks like a woman. Oh, she's in menopause. That's menopausal hair. I get you, girl. I feel you. I would look like that too. No. Hell no, I wouldn't do that. I would have these patches of hairs right here, right? Like, I occasionally have an errant one that sticks out, like right here. My nose hairs would hang down. They would probably fiddle in my mouth if I let them grow so long. And, well, my eyebrow comes down to about here. And I have a unibrow if I let that shit grow in. And let's not talk about the pubic hair. Well, I'm lasered, so I would not have the 70s porn bush because it would stay within the panty line. So, no. God, could you imagine? Oh, yeah. Could you imagine if every woman, if there was no... These poor men have no idea, no idea. I think you might be bi. No. And I have talked about that before, and no. I don't like vagina. I don't like my own. I don't like to touch my own, and I don't like to wash it, touch it, or look at it. So, no. And it's a valid question. Some people ask. Some people are bi, but that is not me. I have touched boobies before. I have touched, but just fake ones. And real ones sometimes because they're so big and so nice. They must feel what they, I have kissed a girl before. No, and I didn't think that was a bad question. I wouldn't have answered it if I didn't want to, but I think that, no. I've kissed a girl and I liked it, but it was for fun. It was when I was young. It was when I was adventurous and wanted attention. I don't like washing it. I don't like touching it. I don't like touching my own. I'm never touching another woman's. No. So I definitely know I'm not bi. Now, no. Peck peck? What's that mean? No likey the peck peck. Is that peck peck like that? Peek peek or peck peck? Have you never held your daughter? Huh? What does that mean? I do wash it, but I don't enjoy it when I do that. I don't like the peck peck. GSR, is that how you say it? No. She's not in menopause. So I always thought that menopause was the process of leading up to no period, right? Menopause, when you're in full-blown menopause, you ain't bleeding. You're done. All the junk before that is hell. And you're still bleeding, but you're still in it. You're still in the processes of closing down the inside shop of baby producing in life as we know it. So it's really perimenopause, which is hell. Did Dan ever want a three-way? Of course he did. No shit. He's a freak in the sheets. I can't say, what I'm going to tell you, driving as slow and then it becomes, the process of adventure we have had. In any of those processes, I have never touched a peck. Never wanted a peck. Never had any desire to peck and peck away. No. We've had experiences, many, to which I can't say I'm glad we had them, but it was just part of the experimental process, but never a peck, ever. I can't say there wasn't a fellow peck that didn't peck my peck, but I had no inclination to peck the other peck. Oh, peck. GSR, I hate you. A peck. Here's a peck. Everywhere a peck. Old Mac peck. Had a farm. Pecky, no peck for me today. I don't like to peck. With a no peck here and a no peck there. Here no, there no, everywhere no peck. Peck. This is my new word. It's your gift. Better than the fucking fermented fucking shrimp shit. Could I see myself being pregnant now? Hell no. If I ever got pregnant now, I would probably say I wouldn't have it. Just so you know. So whatever you want to induce from that, I would not have it. So if I have to throw myself down the stairs, go to the doctor, or whip it out myself, it would be out. Hell no. No. Absolutely not. Not only is it dangerous, it's dangerous. If I got pregnant, something would be extremely wrong. For one of many reasons. One of the reasons is Dan is fixed. So that's the top one. Number 2 is I'm on birth control. Number 3 is I'm on birth control and Dan's fixed. So, yeah, it would be a problem. Have my baby. Josh, this shit is dried up. It is going through menopausal changes. The eggs are kind of shriveled and they're confused and they are bouncing into my internal walls. Because they don't know which way to go. They don't know what they're doing, if they're dying or if they're alive. Some of them don't know that they have to leave my body to part of the process. So no, you wouldn't want this. Any of that. You might want the act of it, but no. In menopause, you also lose the desire to have the act. So it's also a downfall. Menopause is not fun. Yeah, have my baby. No more kids. Y'all, I believe in the woman's right to choose. And my choice into that would be choosing death. Too much. Anywho, yeah, no. 49 is way too old to have a baby. 49 is way too old for, yeah, I know women are doing it. It's crazy. And just past legalized abortion. I'm good. I do believe as a woman, it's too old. January. Could you imagine walking into labor and delivery in my cane and my walker? Hello there, doctor. I'm coming in because my vagina's ready to birth another child at the age of 50. Not quite sure what it's going to look like or how healthy it'll be, but hey, I carried full term and here I am with all my grays and my sagging labia, ready to push this fucker out. No, Could you imagine? Oh my God. No, Pat Peters. Hell nah. So, I get tired just with my nephew, my 10-month-old nephew, my 7-year-old niece almost, and my almost 9-year-old nephew. I could not imagine doing that 24 hours a day. Could you? What? No. I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow because 2 of those little fuckers are coming over, and they're exhausting. Even Hannah at 22 is like, I'm tired. No shit, they're exhausting. Hell no, Operator Dave. There is no baby getting pushed out. I've already had 3 pushed out of my hoo-hay. I don't need any more, and I don't have the energy. I already don't sleep as it is. What for? Shit. Could you imagine popping out another one, Deb, right now? Lou in his fucking wheelie cart. Y'all are crazy. Shop is closed for a reason. We don't want to have any oopsies or, what if the baby came, what if you were going through menopause, right? And your eggs were all dried up, confused and wrinkled and shit, and they're just like, which way is up, which way is down, am I going out, going in, or going up? No. And they come out and they're like falling, right? And you're in your walker. Come on, Lou, get the baby while you're at it when you get up, son. No. Y'all cuckoo. Could you imagine, could you imagine, y'all, what is wrong with you? They come out the age of the egg, right? What if this egg has been in there for 49 years and it comes out like a baby with a 49-year-old face? Right. I can change my own diapers. I need to be wearing diapers and I still don't choose to do that. Me and my baby, honey, pamper me up, buttercup. No. What is happening? No. There's already been a landmine that has exploded 1, 2, and 3 times down here. The 4th time, they would probably have to reconstruct my whole insides and outsides. Benjamin Button. Can you imagine? Ah! Pulling the baby out. What is this? Put it back. Never mind. I don't want it. Bronx. No way. My peck, shut up. 6 children? What does your peck look like now? Vinoplasty, vagiplasty. Fuck, I need one of those already after 3. That last one really dilapidated that whole area down there. I don't know what's hanging, what the right place is, what the right hole is, and what's hanging in the middle. You would always love one more? No. 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 I think if that happened to me, I would cry. I started. Hell no. I can't even joke about that. It's not even funny because, every disability imaginable is available for, all my ex got disabilities right now. They've got problems. They've got, no. I'm practically disabled right now, mentally, physically challenged. Could you? It's better when they visit. I'm already dreading today, and I love those fuckers, but they tire me out. Anyway, better. Only dogs for me. And those fuckers are hard, too. Those dogs. They're not easy, They're not easy. They can't tell you, what's going on, why they're puking. Are you all right? Did you eat something? Do I need to know? Do we call poison control? What are we going to do? That was my point. All the I can't say that word. Gay. Yeah. All the special. There's no more great eggs left. You know, look at my. I was gonna make a joke. I just don't think I can do that. My first two came out with no problems, right? My third one came out with tons of problems. Can you imagine what the fourth one would be like? I can't. I always feel like guilty if I say things because somebody's going to be like, that is just completely horrific. That is completely disgusting that you would say that and make fun of that. That is completely just so bad. Why would you say something like that? Because it's fucking funny. It is relatable, Just Jane. I mean, everybody's in the same category. I even told Rocky, my sister-in-law, because she had the third one, I said, what does your vagina look like now? How is it? Is it cute? Right? Does it look the same? Has it been destroyed? Or, like, it looks great, you know? Like, what? And she's like, well, I think it looks fine. I mean, you know, it's not like a 16-year-old's, but I think it, I said, I need to see this. I need to look at it. I need to make sure that it has all its capabilities. So here's the thing, you know, like I tell everybody before you have babies, take a picture. Take a picture. Because I question the look of it every day. Like, I know it had to been much smaller and cuter back in the day. I know that didn't hang that way, did it? So, Rocky, you had one, Deb. You have one, you push one kid out, that thing goes back high and tight. You have two, the second one's a little dilapidated, the third one's like, what the fuck? What did you do? Yes, Andrew, I'm keeping that bag because I don't know what you did to that, but you had destroyed it. It's the least you can do. Where's my wallet? The pom-pom. It's battled, worn, and old. I mean, Tarzan could swing from the branches. I don't know. Oh, Dan, is that you? How you doing there, buddy? I don't know. Tons of activities. You don't have one side dripping to the side more than the other. Are all your sides high and tight, or do you have a little bit of, you know, high and low? So, oh, Yolanda, you're good then. You are tight as all get out. And wings and a prayer. I have no rogue lip. You don't have a rogue lip. What about your little bean? Is the bean in the place that it should be? Do you know that vagines goes through completely different things, right? They all look the same. No, they don't all look the same. They all look different. I mean, just, it's intact. Mine's not. It's external. I have to tuck it in and wrap it down because it hangs out of my shorts. A peck. GSR, what's the terminology for the bean? You got peck, but what's the other little, the little spot in between the peck? What's that called? I am not doing anything. I'm sitting there at the bear. What's the peck? What's the middle peck called? What's the little bean, the little, what's that called? The pearl. No, I know, but I'm trying to get the Filipino word to say it so that way nobody knows except a fellow Filipino. No, I can't say that, Jeff. I'm asking for the term. Where's GSR when I need her? GSR, get out of your shrimp paste. Fermented shrimp shit. Come here and tell me what it is. GSR, you here? Girl. Dolores. Oh, shit. You're not on tour for the bean. Well, what the fuck? What the hell? You disappointed. Give me a word. We'll make it. I'm using bad words. Shit. Tingle. Tingle is the middle part. A plum? The fuck is a plum?
call it Operation Bean. No, the peck's the whole thing. Clarice. Come here, Clarice. The man on the boat. Oh my God, the ornament. I've heard that. The clicker. Clicker? No. Ew. The fleshy nub. Ew. Acorn. Oh, shit. No, the jelly bean. The grape. The clamatora. The Gucci. The Gucci. The starter. It's not the biscuit, David. The biscuit's on the outer. It's the button. Oh, shit. A little boy in the boat? Well, I want a little boy in the boat. I got a big boy in the boat. That changed, too. I'm just saying. Little is not so little anymore after the 3 kids. Andrew just exploded the whole thing into bigness. I don't know. The magic lamp. The genie in my bottle. Press my button, baby. Yeah. So it's the tickle snickle. No, I don't need a map, man. You can see that fucker. You can see that fucker from a mile apart, a mile away. Where's Danielle? Oh, there she is. I see you, baby. I'm coming. No, it's not. Yeah, so I've heard the man on the boat before. So like it's the boat and the is the man in the boat. I've heard that. The goal is to knock the man on the boat. So the you can see it from Google Earth. There she is. Where's Danielle? Oh, I see her. It's not funny. I really wish I had a picture of it before the day of birth. Shit. Or at least the third one. How do we not remember? A Tweedle? That is funny. Oh my God. Ugh. Y'all are sick. Y'all always take me down this rabbit hole. Shame on you! I love you so much. I'm the big star on planet Earth. Google Earth. That's funny. I know a Pinocha. I know the hooded lady. Oh my God, the pacifier. Shit. Cindy, I thought you left. It doesn't stop growing? Oh no! It's like your nose and your ears. It keeps growing too. Well, shit, I'll be able to pleasure myself soon then. Who needs a man? I got myself. Oh, Lord. Shit. If that keeps growing, we are in some serious issue. Yeah, well, right on, Danielle. Right on. I hope it stops growing. The blood diamond. I sure as hell hope that shit stops growing. That's not cute. I would start questioning myself and my sexuality. The Little Red Riding Hood. Be nice to Grandpa. Mohammed! What the fuck, dude? I need something to strap it down. What's this show isn't about, Grandpa? You're on the wrong place, bud. We're talking about beans. I mean, the random things that people say when we're not talking about anything but our bodies. Shame on you, Muhammad. You could have enjoyed this, maybe. I'm thinking I can rename this country club to Clumatoria Country Club. The Clumatoria. No, just the... Sounds like a fucking crematorium. You know, like where you burn dead people. Use medicinal to laugh. Is this stress reducing? Talking about our nether region. Nobody else is like, yeah, it's crematorium. So they started the clamatorium, the pearl clam. No, I know it's a pearl, the shiny pearl, the love, oh, I don't know. I gotta do arm workouts. You guys are keeping me from doing my shit. You get me talking dirty, and you get me talking not doing my work. Oh, this is heavy, y'all. This is heavy. This is 25 pounds each. Anywho, as always, you guys are a hoot. Mohammed was the boy. Well, Mohammed wasn't very fun. So, is that your boy's dad too? Anywho, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get going so I can focus because I can't. It's too much going on. Anywho, remember today is a day. Today's every day. I'm good, Frog. I hope. Leave my star alone, all right? Remember, you are important, you are worthy, you matter, and your feelings are just that, yours. They're yours alone. Just don't react right away. Take a moment to think about it and think what you could have done to be better. Have a great day. I will see you tonight. You will hear nuggets in the background. You will not see the nuggets, so don't ask to see them because we protect our nuggets. But yes, they will be there, so you will hear kitty voices and grandpa probably in the background. Love you guys. Have a great day. Slay it. Do what you got to do, and then relax. Love y'all. See you later.